Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Data Analysis with Dr. Veronica. In this particular video, we will go through how to understand the left function. We will also look at the LEN function, and this is because we're going to combine the search and the LEN functions with the left function to carry out some more complicated tasks. So we will see how these functions can be combined to give us more efficient results. This video is a continuation from the previous video where we talked about the search and the find functions in detail. So if you have not seen the search and the find functions and you do not know how to use them, so please go back and watch the video, and the link to that video is in the description box. If you are a first-time visitor to this YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Give us a thumbs up, drop a comment in the comment section, and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when new videos are uploaded. Give us a thumbs up so that YouTube will be able to pop up the video whenever other people are searching for Microsoft Excel contents on YouTube. And also share this video with your friends and your colleagues. We will start by looking at the left function. So left is basically a text function. Please take note of this. It is a text function that extracts for you or returns for you a specific number of characters from the left side of a text string. Okay, it returns for you a specific number of characters, which is told to Microsoft Excel, if we want to use that word, telling Microsoft Excel. So basically you tell Microsoft Excel, please, from that text string that you have, give me the specific number of characters from the left. This is what this function does. And why I said it's important to note that it is a text function is because if we use the left function to extract numbers, the numbers are not represented as values, they are represented as text. Okay, and in the course of the video, we will see how to convert, how to make the left function bring up numbers for us instead of representing the numbers as text. So let us do a quick example. All you need to do is just put the equal to sign, which is very compulsory whenever you want to write a function, and open the bracket. So it has only two arguments, okay? Text and the num chars, the number of characters. So for the text argument is compulsory, but the number of characters argument is not compulsory, right? So let us say that from this text we have selected, we want Microsoft Excel to return for us the first 6 characters from the left. So all I need to do is number of characters here is 6, and I press enter, and this is what I have. Easy peasy, okay? But then I can drag down, and this is what I have for the other examples, right? Now, in this particular instance, where you have the full names of people, it's not very easy to just apply the left function in case you want to get only the first names of the individuals. It's not very easy, right? Because not everybody's first name has the same number of characters, just like we have seen in this particular example. So how do we proceed to use the left function, okay, to get a specific number of characters while we are while we also try to use a particular delimiter? Okay, in this particular example, like we have seen, I'm not going to delete that. Let me just skip that. So in this particular example, like we have seen, yeah, I need only the first names of these individuals. And in trying to get only the first name for Spring, it was easy because the number of characters for Spring is 6. But then the next person, the number of characters for the first name is just 4. Am I going to have to edit um, the number of characters for every single line? Imagine that you have the names of employees of your organization and it's like 400 persons or 1,000. It's not going to be very efficient to do this one after the other. So another thing that we can do using the left function is to embed the search function in the left function. And this is why we have a video that was done, an extensive video that was done about the search function and the find function, and the link to that video is in the description box. If you do not understand how to use the search function, please go to that video and watch it, because there are lots of examples that you can use to learn how to use the search and the find functions and what are the things to look out for. So basically, we would we would embed the search function, and I just wrote out the formula here, okay, so that it is easy to see. So basically, all we need to do is, this is left and the text is this, right? But then the for the names that we have seen, the separator between the first name and the last name, we have a space. So we can use that space separator, okay, to achieve this particular purpose of getting only the first names of all the staff, or only the first name for all the names that is being shown right here. So what we need to do is the number of characters. We can use the search function in this place to say, of course, this is how the search function works, find text. And in this case, okay, what we're looking for is a space. So we are finding a space, right? Find a space within this text and of course close the bracket. So your numShars argument is complete. And I am going to add a -1 because in most instances of data entry, most times there's this error of having a trailing space, like an extra space after the word has been entered in Microsoft Excel. Okay, so this is what we have. We have just the first name. Okay, and when I drag this down, we are going to see what we have for the others. This is beautiful. We have door and we have incredible. This is indeed incredible. This is so we can compare the results that we have here versus the results that we have here. Now we see that embedding the search function in the left function is making us to have even more efficient results. But then I'm going to give us another trick, okay? If it is just to get the first names of individuals among the list of names that is sent to us, why do we not just use the flash fill function? Okay, why do we not just use flash fill? Okay, so the way flash fill works is that Excel tries to understand a certain pattern when you start to type, okay, because it looks at the corresponding column, and then it understands that, oh, maybe there's likely a pattern, right? So why do I not just replicate that pattern? So flash fill can also do this such that when you type the first name of the first person and then you come to type the first name of the second person in the next cell, it will give you the suggestions of only the first names of all the individuals, no matter how many cells of names that you have. The link also to the tutorial on flash fill is in the description box. There was a comprehensive tutorial on flash fill that had a lot of examples, and it was a very interesting video. So please do well to watch it if you do not know what flash fill is and you want to understand how to use flash fill. So back to the left function. We now understand how to use the search function in the left function to achieve this particular purpose. So we go to the next example. In this case, we have phone numbers with country codes. And when you're given a task to say, I need only the country codes, okay, of all the phone numbers that have been given to you. Please give me just the country codes. And of course, we do know that the country codes come first before the phone numbers of the individuals. So how do we achieve this? Of course, we can use the left function, but only the left function is not going to give us the results that we desire because the country codes are different. They have different numbers of characters. Okay, so in this case, let's just try this. The first one, the num chars, is 3, and this is what we have. But when I drag this down, it's not giving me exactly what I want. So this means that we can also embed the search function inside the left function to achieve the goal of getting only the country codes of all the phone numbers that have been given to us. So how do we achieve this? I'm going to do this left, open the bracket, select the text, and in the place of num chars, I will type the search function. And in this case, the text that I am looking for is the hyphen because the hyphen is the separator between the country code and the phone numbers. Okay, and the way the search function works, it is going to look at the first hyphen from the left. This is why it's perfect for this particular function. Okay, and within text, I needed to check within this text, and of course, I close the bracket. And just in case, okay, in case there is a trailing space, I add -1 and I close the bracket. And this is what I've got. And I'm just going to drag it down. And this is so perfect. Okay, so this is how easy it is to embed the search function in the left function. I'm just going to copy out this formula and paste it here. Before pasting the formula, I put the inverted comma and I put that in the formula bar to make the formula stay. So we go with the next one, which is using left function with LEN. There is a function in Microsoft Excel called LEN, okay, and we are quickly going to look at how it works. So basically, the LEN function returns the number of characters in a text string. It tells you how many characters there are in that text string, regardless of how many the characters are. So in this case, using the LEN function, Excel has told me that this particular text has 22 characters, and I dragged that down. But one of the things with the len function is that it also counts spaces, okay? Just like we can see in cell A17, before NGA, there is a space, and we can see that the len function is also counting the space as a character. But of course, we will get to that, how we can actually fix that. Okay, so we want to combine the len function with the left function because we want to achieve something else. Okay, in this particular example, what we want to achieve is that we want to remove we want to take off or cut off some characters from the text string, at some characters at the end of the text string from the text string. Okay, we are trying to cut off some characters. So let us assume that I want only from NGA up till 6.1. I want to cut off from this hyphen. Okay, I want to cut off from this hyphen. I want to cut all this away from the hyphen down to the 222. Okay, this is what I want. How do I achieve this with the left function? Of course, I can do this by embedding the len function in the left function, and we're just going to do that right away. So I select my text, and in the nom-chars, because the len function tells you the number of characters, the total number of characters in the text string, okay, which in this case is 22. But then I want Excel to subtract certain number of characters from the total number of characters. Okay, this is the logic around embedding the len function in the left function. The len function tells you this is the total number of characters, in this case is 22, but then I am telling Excel subtract 7 characters, okay, from the total number of characters. So this forms my nom-chars argument. And I click on the enter. I hit the enter button rather on my keyboard, and this is what I have, okay? Easy peasy, right? This is what I have. So, this is exactly what I have. I'm already really excited at the outcome. And we can see that, of course, if you have this, if you have like a long or a huge range of data, you can use the left and the len function to achieve this purpose. Now we can see that we still have the space before nga. How do we remove this space? Of course, we can remove this space using a function called trim. Just this, okay? What this function does, it removes all the spaces from a text string except for single spaces between words, okay? It removes all the extra spaces in the text string, okay? It's another type of text function. So using the trim, we can see that the space before n has been cut off, and then we just have this. So basically, you can just do a copy and a paste right here, okay? Or you could even apply the trim, to the original set of data, so that you do copy and paste here, just because I do not want to distort the flow of this formula. And this is what I have, okay? Very easy. And we can see also that this particular result has changed. Before it was 22, and now it is 20. Before, sorry, it was 23. With one space in front, it was 23. And now that we have removed the space, it has become 22. This is because the len function also counts space when it is counting the total number of characters. Now, we are going to another example. We know that the left function is a text function, right? So when you apply the left function on numbers, the outputs that you get are not represented as values. They are represented as text, just like we can see right here. If you look at the format, okay, bar, you're going to see that the format of these numbers are showing as general instead of showing as accounting, or to show you that they're numbers, right? So what this means is when you apply the text or the left function to a set of numbers and you get the output, you cannot apply numbers functions to that particular output, because Excel does not recognize the output as numbers. So we can do something about this, right? We can do something about this by, so let us say that in this case, I need, of course, the country code, and the nom-chars is 3. Or let us use the search function because of the next one, which is 2. So find text, I'm looking for this, and find within this text, and this I do -1, just to take care of spaces, trailing spaces, and I drag this down. Okay, how we can change this output to numbers is basically to just envelope the entire function that we have with the values function. So the value function, okay, changes text to values. I'm going to take that again. The values function, we have a function called value, okay? It converts a text string that represents a number to a number. This is what this function does, okay? So we are going to envelope this function that we have with the values function so that it converts the number that is showing as a text string to an actual number. So I'm just going to put this in the formula bar and I close my bracket. And this is what I have. Now you can see that this particular cell, which is cell B20, from the name bar right there, cell B20 has been converted to a number, has been converted to a value. And this is why even the positioning changed. Okay, this is still a text. This is still recognized in Excel as a text. This is why it is still aligned to the left side of the cell. I am also going to envelope this, or of course I can just drag to get the same result. And this is what I have. So I have successfully converted the result of the left function from a text string to a number so that mathematical functions that applies to numbers can actually work on this output. So the left function does not work with dates. It's very important to note this, that the left function does not work with dates. If you want to extract, say, only the month or only the day or only the year in for your dates, the best functions to use is the date, the month, and is the date function, okay? And we have a video already on that, an extensive video on that, and the link to that video is in the description box. If you want to know how to separate, to get only the year information from a lineup of dates, or only the month or only the day information, you cannot use the left function for that purpose. You can only use the date function to achieve that, and please refer to that video. Another thing with the left function is you cannot look for negative number of characters, just like we have right now. Of course, the left function has two arguments. It has the text argument and the number of characters argument. You cannot use, tell Excel to look for a negative number of characters for you, because I don't think anything of that sort exists. So in this case, it will return an error for you to show you that there's nothing like negative number of characters. So these are the things you need to look out for when using the left function. Thank you for staying with us up till this point of the video. All we have learned in this video is how to use the left function. We have also seen how to embed the LEN function in the left function, and we use practical examples to show how we can combine the left function with search and LEN functions to achieve a wide range of operations in Microsoft Excel. Thank you for sticking around till this time. Thank you for giving us a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel. Thank you for also dropping a comment in the comment section and for hitting the notification bell so that you will be notified when we have new videos put up in this YouTube channel. See you in another video.